All right, there we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to an American Truck Simulator full tilt transport with the Peterbilt 281, brand new truck from me, or at least somewhat brand new. You're getting a look at it here. Love this thing. It is the supreme in its field Peterbilt 281 here with the open cowling. This is an awesome truck. We'll get to the inside here. We'll get some of the actual loads that we'll be carrying today and exactly where the location is and everything that we're going to be doing. So I'm looking forward to it. So thank you so much for those guys coming out. Let me throw some real shout outs real quick to those guys here in chat, and then let's jump into it. I want to get driving. I want to get to see some stuff. I've got some newer kind of we'll say newer compatible trailer loads here with 1.28. We're now in ATS with the doubles. Wow, that was loud. We got the doubles and triples rolling in now, so things will get a lot more icier and dicier here with the ATS, which I'm loving it. So what's up, Philip? How are you doing? Yeah, I knew you would like that 281, man. I had you in mind. I was like, I got to do that for Philip. So thanks for showing up, bud. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Blue Type, what's up? Chris Justice, King Goat 01, Daniel Acosta, Brandon Piner. Who else we got? Old School? Yes, that's right, man. King Goat 01, Nathan Smithwick, what is going on, man? Jack Evans, what is up, bro? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in, Brandon Piner and Frank Deere. So great to see you guys. Let's keep it going tonight. Let's take a peek here and see what we've got. We are now in, this is exactly where we left off. We fast traveled the truck down here, so we're now in Ensenada, and we'll be going down to El Rosario, and I guess from there we'll see if we can't continue down south. Now we've done this before, at least on the coast to coast when we were doing the Caterpillar crawl. So I figured, well, let's just do some different stuff in here. Let's try to take some more farm equipment. Let's just try to grab some loads that we haven't. I've got some new trailers into the mix today. I'll be answering as many questions as I possibly can. So let's see what happens. Saturday night, I'm ready to do a little bit of trucking. Now let's see what we can do. Oh, and by the way, let me just throw this out real quick. So if anybody's got any questions here on the mapping, we are still doing our same Project West down to Mexico and then all the way up. So all these new areas up here, Lawtonville, McDermott, I believe Wells is a new area here, a redone Tonopah here, Carson City, Placerville, all the Highway 99 right there, goes all the way down to LA and then cuts back across here and joins up with the I-10. And I believe we've got some new stuff here on the Interstate 5 and as well as the Interstate 1 and Highway 50. I'm not exactly sure where 50 is. Oh, there it is right there. So this one right here, this little connector is all brand new all the way up to Carson City. So got a few new things in here, redone Vegas, and then all the Mexico add-ons. So the one thing that I'm trying to do is figure out too on the other side. I've got another profile that we're running a few different things, coast to coast, Mexico mods. So I'm trying to get all those compatible with the new 1.28 update. A lot of these maps will update, and I think a lot of those guys are kind of looking to SCS to kind of send them some things that can help them update these maps. So we'll see as things go along, but I'm looking forward to having a good time. So anybody's got any questions on this, kind of use this as a tutorial live stream. You got questions about mods, I will certainly ask as good a question. I mean, I'll ask, I'll answer as good as I can, and we'll see what comes up. If I don't know, I'll try to get an answer for you, try to throw something down in the link. And by the end of the live stream, I will update this particular description with the truck. So if you don't have the 281, you will be able to go get it after this. It's still a fairly updated truck. You can get recently, kind of done engines in it, which I do just so we can have some of these good large hauls. So let's jump into it. So here we go. Let's take just a little quick peek at it here. So we are running a few different mods because some of the other ones weren't compatible. So we are running the Freakin 64 or Franken 64. We're running his realistic graphics mod, which does really nice things with the lights. You've got a new light boxes, a new shadowing, some other new things that are coming in. We've got a few new things on that front. Not too many, but I did go and download a few things. So you will notice that it is a little bit different. And also have the new textures. And so if you'll see some of these cliffside textures should be updated and new, but maybe we'll see some of those as we kind of drive around. So we get a good look here. Got the toolbox with the light bar there in the back. This is the small extended cab, double gas tanks, open cowl there. That's a lovely engine in there. Obviously got the fender lights. Nothing really too special on the air filters. Not any kind of huge special lights. It does have the original It's got a legit horn sound on it. I love it. So you can actually hear that cable pull. And let's jump into the interior. Now, one thing I'm going to do here. That's something you're going to be seeing on my channel a lot. So any of these new mods, I mean, I'm talking like crazy good mods that come out. We're going to start featuring just small 10-minute videos. We're going to walk through what they have, where you get them, where you install them, where I do a lot of my mods. So that's going to be a new kind of a mod showcase or truck showcase series that's going to be coming in here. Now, this is going to be uploaded content. It won't be live streamed. So be looking for that here in the next couple of days. I want to really get started on that. And then the beginning or middle of next week, we are going to go to the East Coast. So be checking that one out too. That's going to be coming up very soon here. So let me catch up a little bit here with chat. What's up? Yeah, Chris, go ahead and ask it, man. All questions are always welcome. Anybody here too that is brand new to the channel that's never been here, please hit that subscribe button, throw likes up here on the video if you enjoy the content. What's up, Black Belt 25? Hey, what's up, Curtis Clark? Awesome Gamer HD. Jacob Caps, what is up? Hope you guys are doing good. What's up, FTG? What's going on, bud? Hope you're doing well, man. And Mr. Chuck, how are you, bud? Yes. Cool interior, you are definitely right. And what is going on, Jerry's Projects? Always great to see you guys, and thanks for some of you guys coming out to the Farm Sim stream. Had a lot of fun with that, kind of getting back into Farm Sim. So thanks, guys, for checking that one out. So here we go. Let's go ahead and look at our route here. So we are going to be going down to El Rosario, and it's fairly big. Now, one thing you will notice is I've got a lot of new businesses, all that good stuff. So by the end, if you guys want to know, I'll find out exactly which mod it is. We can actually go back to my profile and I'll let you know if you got questions on it. But it's not the normal company mod. It adds in tons of new stuff like Best Buy. There's Best Buy trailers. So everything that you see, Cat, this Tidbit, Vista print, which used to be the 421 print. And then you've got the Walmart, of course. FedEx, UPS, Dole Fruits kind of takes over that farm one. And then we actually have a true oil refinery as well as a mine, and they look pretty freaking cool. It's definitely upgraded the nice shops. Whoever did that mod like combined like 7 mods together. So let's hit the road. Let's crank this thing up and let's get her see what's going on. Oh, let me do this right quick here. Move this over there, that way I can see chat good. All right, let's see. Yes, the wood well good. Yeah, I like the wood. It's got about 7 or 8 different kinds. We're going to be doing a little mod showcase on this one. Everything sounds pretty legit in it. Parking brakes. You can see the park and brake sign there that just pulls across. Good stuff. Now, it doesn't really have any kind of digital nothing. It does have the GPS up here on the cowling right here, which is pretty nice. And it's still got some regularities, you know, with the engines. I mean, there's only so much. It does have some older engines, but I wanted to pull a few bigger things today. I just like those. It's a little bit more challenging, especially when you're going up hills and around turns when it's a little more oblong. But nonetheless, we'll see if we can't pick up a few different things that you guys haven't seen. I know you've seen this crane before, but it's a perfect load because it's not too heavy, but it's not too light either. So. You've helped me, but ATS, my brother used it but on my account on ATS, but I lost the game saved that I had. I don't know if you can get that back. The only thing I can know of is autosaves. If you can go back and autosaves before he actually saved it, that's the only thing I would know to do. Maybe someone else has got a better idea than that. For me, that would be obvious for me. That's the only thing I can think of, man. Sometimes when you actually change locations, change trucks, change your mods out. So whatever you do, change some mods out, and then come back in and let's see, maybe you know, take 2 or 3 things out, and then it'll make you basically reset your game. So then when you go in to load a new game, it'll ask you which one. So if you can see the one that you've actually loaded, then go underneath that and you'll find the auto saves underneath your last actual chosen hard save. And try that and see if that gives you the ability to get what you had before he saved it. That might would do it. Let me know how that works out. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh good, you're more than welcome there, Brandon. More than welcome, man. What's going on, FaZe? How are you, bud? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. What's up, Danny? How are you, man? Oh, my day's been good, Brandon. Thanks for asking. What's up, Daniel? Arted Gaming, what type of wheel? I'm using the G29, the Logitech, with a 3 on the floor, so got the clutch and a 6-speed here on the desk. Let me get a good look here, you guys. We're in the Peterbilt 281. This is a great truck. Got the open cowling. We're fixing to get crazy up here in the mountains here. We are in Mexico. We're going down to El Rosario. So this is going to be a very, very, very nice trip. I love Mexico. This is probably one of my favorite maps, even well above anything that I've seen. Now I'm going to pull at least this corner up just to make sure I don't completely run right over into the road. I'm going to keep it off the side of the mountain there. We're pulling a nice, good, heavy crane. It's not too heavy that we're literally going to go 20 miles an hour down the road, but nonetheless, it's going to be a nice, challenging load. How about that? I like it because it's a little bit longer, and it's a little oblong too. You've got those nice 4 axles in the back, so it winds up being a really perfect trailer. And I think this is off of a heavy pack version 2 that was there for downloads. So if you guys are looking for it, it's just a heavy pack version 2, I believe. And it puts basically all the, it's a Euro truck conversion. So someone used it for Euro Truck 2, and then they converted it right over for us at ATS. So what's up, Jace? How are you, bro? Hope you're doing good. You auto saved it, so you should be able to go back. And Chris, what you'll need to do is take those mods out to make it reset. You're basically faking the game and telling it to reset. And when it does, that's when it's going to ask you for which autosave do you want to load, and that might be the answer that you're looking for. Jack says, well, for what? What's the time for? It's time for awesomeness, awesome streams. So thank you guys for coming out today. YouTube has been crazy the past week. I know I've fielded a lot of questions. Figured I would just address it really quick here. I meant to yesterday and I totally forgot. I've got about, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 messages there in YouTube asking what the heck had happened. You know, because a lot of people noticed my subs went down to like 1,756 at the middle of the week, and then it took them like 2 days to basically rebound. So I'm not exactly sure what's happened with YouTube, but I know yesterday everybody was talking about how dead it was. So hopefully things start picking up. It's always weird when they start messing around with YouTube, start screwing around with us streamers that are trying to do this and trying to make it. It's aggravating. So we're not big enough to get experimented on. So. What's up, Jamie? How are you, man? Nice to see you. Oh, well, if you want the chat box, I can put it up there. That was actually an accident. If you guys want the chat box, I'll be glad to put it back up there. It actually is really good for people that watch the stream later on. Man, I love it. You can hear that turbo whistling. You can almost hear it over the actual RPM of the engine. You don't really hear much change in the RPM of the sound of the engine, but you can hear that turbo spool up. Woo. Takes up a lot of the screen. All right, I tell you what. Let's just do this. We'll drive to Rosario, and then I can make that chat box a little bit smaller. But it is nice when guys are watching later on the desktop. I mean, you guys may think it's funny, but I can notice that usually a lot of videos that have the chat box up, especially when it's ATS and a live stream, when the chat box is up, people will watch it longer and they'll have more views on the video because they actually kind of know what the conversation is going on. When it's like this, they kind of know I'm conversing with you guys, but they don't really know. They know what I'm saying, but they don't really know what questions is asked. So. Yes, Jack, that is correct, man. We're using the full 6-speed, so I've got range and split set aside. So let me pull this up for you. So right now we're in 8 low. I can take it to. I have to hit a button that takes it. It goes 1 through 4, and then I have to go 5 through 8. and I have to hit a button to split to range, and then I have to do hit a button if I want to do high low high low high low. So it gets a little confusing on the buttons, but you know, I deal with it. I'm pretty used to it now. I can't wait till my unit comes in. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm good, Jace. Thanks for asking. Got a lot of familiar faces in tonight, so thank you guys for coming in. Got questions, please throw them up here in chat. If you're new, don't forget to introduce yourself. More than welcome here in the chat box here. We got a great group of guys here to talk with. Talk about everything and all things ATS related. Talk about the new update. What are your thoughts on it? Do you like it? Is this something that you're digging with the doubles and the triples? Hopefully we can find us a set of doubles down here. I've actually got some really good trailer packs in here. I'm hoping we could use. Can you put it up, please? All right, we'll put it up when we get to Rosario. How about that, bro? Jeremy, is that Sanao Stampy? What's up, man? Thanks for the subscription there, bud. Appreciate that. First one of the night, so welcome to the crew, man. Yeah, the good thing too about Chatbox, I was looking at your comment there, Danny, is if Farm Sim I always did it because it was easy. I could always turn my head a little bit to the left, so that way everyone could still get a good frontal view about what's going on. And ATS, it's a little bit different, so I can't really like turn my head here and then drive efficiently. How about that? It takes out the good views. It does. I'll make it small though. I'll put it up, but I'll make it a little bit smaller. We can do that. We can all agree to accommodate. So I'm using the new texture mod, and I gotta say I don't know if I like it. I hadn't looked at it before. What's up, Seth Sickle? Is that Sickles? What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the subscription. Got a new texture, which is I believe it was the enhanced mountain textures, and it was a texture 4.0 automatically updated here with 1.28. I'm not sure if I'm digging it though. I'm not digging the grass texture, that's for doggone sure. This is not bad. I think this is new here. So it used to be like all like red rock, almost looked like a Australian outback. Yeah, Braden, we're going to get that back up. That was just a mistake on my part. I forgot to put it up, but we're going to make it a little bit smaller so we can hopefully agree. Some guys want it, some guys don't, but we'll put it up there and we'll just make it a little bit smaller for you. We're going to do that here when we get to Rosario, which shouldn't be but about 10-15 minutes max, and then we'll I'll put it back up there. We just went over this. I know, man. Somebody comes in new. Hey, man, where's the chat box? I don't know what you're talking about. I feel that there's some informative questions being asked. What's up, Paladimo? Man, good to see you. Been a while, so welcome back, man. This thing is pulling really nice up these hills. I'm surprised. I mean, this is still a fairly decent sized load. I mean, it's yeah, so we're right at 70,000. So we're getting really close to the you know, to the heavy haul weight. So that's kind of nice. There's some really crazy ones in there. It's like a mining rock truck. But honestly, I really can't do much with it. Because when you start going down the hill, it basically takes your rear tires and it pulls them up off the ground and then just jackknife your truck. Doesn't matter how many gears you use or trailer brakes, it don't matter. They just slide. The 80-year-old trucker voice, that's it. Oh, that's alright, man. We're always welcome to talk. Always welcome to talk if you want to, man. But thanks for being here. That's always the weird thing about YouTube, man. It's just, you know, you never know who's like out there watching, and you know. Alright, just get a little bogged down. Uh-oh, wrong one, wrong way. There we go. Yes, this map is beautiful. So if you guys are looking for this map and say, hey, how can I get this? I've got a link down there at the bottom. It's how to install the maps and the mods. So I've got, I don't know, I always say I've got my 7 or 8 in there. So if you want to see what those are, I've got links to every single one of those maps in that video. So go check it out. I do walk through exactly how to explain and how to install everything. I've got a few FTG fun facts in there about just, building a good organized mod list. It's really easy to add new stuff in to keep it categorized, and also really easy to troubleshoot once you have something wrong going on. You kind of know a few points and tips about how to look for those things that really give you a problem. This is all in 1.28. A lot of people said that, hey, I had problems getting these mods working. If you do keep a big mods list, make sure that you kind of check out the fact that some of these mods and some of the maps are not compatible with 1.28, and I've found that all the maps are, but there's some trailer packs and there's skins in certain trucks that'll automatically flag it as not compatible. So check that out, and then we'll you can kind of go from there. It's a good place to start. What's the most popular age? I have no idea. Micro things I have to keep. Boys, all right. Well, that Stella just made my day. Beautiful sunsets here in Mexico. Here's El Rosario. Good look at the 281 there, the open cowling. That's you can have that on or you can have it off. You don't have to do it. But I said, oh, why the heck not? The only thing I don't like about the Mexico map is all these speed bumps, because they actually do. If you go to them too fast, they do actually damage your truck. Nice Mexican labeled gas stations here. So there's the Pemex, Got a winery over there, that E&J Gallo. Pretty cool stuff. I do like ATS. I actually probably like ETS better, but I do like them both equally, but for different reasons. I don't like ATS in the standard game. I actually hate it. So had I not found these particular mods, then I probably wouldn't be playing ATS, to be honest with you. Just never dug it, never liked it. But now that we've got this Project West and Mexico map and the coast to coast and all that, then it does extend it out. It does make it really, really nice. So. Oh, and I'm going to have to back out. I didn't swing that out far enough. So that one's going. All right. Well, let's put the challenge in there. We're going to have to back it up, though. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll back up after the log truck goes by here. And after he goes by, then we should be able. All right, there he goes. I just need to swing it out a little bit wider here. Oh man, look at that. We got the big wind blade down here, the turbine blade. Oh, that's an awesome one. I love that one. We got. Hopefully that's going south. I bet $20 it's not going south. And I'm about bet I'm not going to be able to make a turn here, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. Who cares? All right, swing around now. Doesn't help. I've got all these dadgum wheels on this truck. Oh yeah, she's going to make the turn. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Alright, now let's see if we can get the trailer over just a little bit. Hey, what's up, Alan? How are you doing, bud? Good to see you, man. As always, thanks for your always your viewer support here. Much appreciated, bud. All right. Set that off here. Nice, excellent day. All right, let's see. Awesome, man. Just got home. Well, we just got online, so you're actually catching the first. We just made our first delivery of a crane, and I'm really hoping that this wind turbine blade is going south. Really hoping it's going south. My guess is, oh, there's some doubles. So this is all okay. All right. Well, there it is. Oh, of course, it's going back north. Dadgum, man. I love that load. That is awesome. We got a few other things though. We've got these are the turn where anything going south. San Felipe, okay, that's an interesting load there. I've done that one. It's pretty much about the same. This one's going down. Okay, Santa Rosalia. All right, so everything. Oh, that's going on the other side of Mexico. I don't want to go quite that far over. And that one's going all the way back up to Cali. All right, so it looks like we've got. This is the engine housing, or I guess we'd say the motor housing for what the engine turbine goes on. So these little turbines would attach here, and then the blade would attach to that. But the engine turbine blade is going somewhere else, which sucks because that's an awesome load to carry because it's so freaking long. So we do have at least this right here coming out of the mining company back to, where's this going to? San Felipe. So, all right, so we've got, I'll let you do chat choice. Say, let's see, text 1 for the machine housing. I mean, text 1 for that, and text 2 for the doubles. We're hauling some meat down to Santa Rosalia. So 1 for the engine housing, and put in 2 in chat here for the doubles. I could do either or. I think the doubles are new. I don't actually have those in there, so those will be a new load there. So we'll take, if we get to 60, we got 25, so let's do about 10 votes. So about 10 people vote. We'll keep up with it. So there's 2 for 1. There's 4 for the doubles. Get a couple more people to vote. Go ahead and throw your stuff up there, even if you're new. Welcome y'all in here. Oh yeah, don't forget to put up chat. Yeah, y'all won't chat up there. I forgot. All right, so let's do this, and let's we'll just make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's that. And don't worry, let me make it a little bit smaller. Let's do. All right, so there we go. That's a little bit too. All right, so we got twos, a lot of twos. We got 1, 2, 3 twos. What's up, DJ? 15 Tango. Nice to see you guys. Hersnog 23. Hey, what's up? All right, so it looks like we're doing doubles. All right, that's chat choice. It's a good thing about a live stream, you guys. At some point in the night, always get to make some decisions. So here, once we get down to Santa Rosalia, we'll continue. Hopefully, we can pick up something really cool down there. But what for now, hopefully I've got some double skins, but they're not, I don't believe they're for the reefer trailer. So we'll see what kind of skins we get. It'd be cool if we got some really cool ones. Doubles are a beast to haul. Well, we're going to give them a whirl. This thing's got 600 horsepower, plenty of foot-pounds of torque, but pretty much the standard to anything else. It's not like, you know, not like this thing's going to be, you know, 10 times worse. It does have some older original engine styles, but, you know, I was like, no, you guys are going to see the big hauls, so that's what we're going to do. 2, you've never seen them on here. Yes, doubles came in. They just updated ATS, so they had a mod for doubles and they had a mod for triples, but it was more like for the big 48 footers and then 53 foot. So now they've actually put the doubles, and they kind of look like pup trailers. They're not really like true full-size trailer loads. I'm gonna need a little GPS here to figure out where I'm going. So anyway, they put those in. That's part of 1.28 and ETS if you're an ETS fan. They also got those as well. So very good stuff. Yeah, wide turn radius. Yeah, these are actually pretty good because they do have a lot of steerable, we'll say pullable axles. They're not all fixed, so they have the rotation with them. So they're pretty good on that front. Let's see. I think, is this it? Yeah, this is it. See, so the Kraft Heinz, the Dole, all those companies, this is the Bushnell farm. They just label it as, you know, Kraft Heinz. So I guess this is where all of our cheese comes from. But they do feature, you know, trailers with all this. There's those double reefers right there and right in front of us. Actually look really good. Let's see if we can change skins on them. That will be nice. And we can. Let's see what they give us. Oh, okay. All right. Well, not anything. All right, so we can go with the AMFEC trailers here, or we can go with the combined Kraft Heinz trailers. Hey, what's going on, Patrick? Man, good to see you, as always. And Patrick was he's one of our Farm Sim favorite guys. I always love seeing Patrick come in and say hey, so it's been a while, man, but thanks for stopping in and saying hey. It's always great to see you. All right, so Kraft Heinz, or I don't care. You got this one actually matches the truck better, you know, because our truck's like, actually, this is our truck. It is red and white and navy. So how fitting would it be able to pull Kraft? So I don't care. It actually will work the same. Let's pull these reefers. These look different. These have chrome wheels. These look crazy cool. Let's do these. I'm not even gonna give y'all a choice on that one. I like those. I don't know that I've pulled the double reefers before. That I pulled them in a mod, but I didn't pull them in the actual game because I don't have a double reefers actually in like a mod inside here. So it'll be cool. All right, see you there, Daniel. Have a good man. So the basic cost code, there was only one on the trailer. Yeah, I know, man. we do buy them in bulk. All right. And thanks for hopping in, Ryan. Appreciate that, man. All right. All right. What is that? Is the mother showing on the truck, or is it the skin? Oh, is the motor showing? Yeah, I think that's what you meant. Yeah, man, we got the motor showing. There she blows. There we go. Love the horn on this thing. But yeah, we do have, we had to pull the cowl flaps out, man. That was actually an aviation term. Brian's probably laughing at me right now. Let's see what these things. Yeah, so we actually pulled those cows off, man. We got the full engine on display. So, oh yeah, these things are pulling good. The good thing I like is the independent steerable axis on these rotation axes, I guess you would call them. A lot better to pull than having like two straight trailers that are like, say, hooked up, but one, you know, both wheels are independent. It's kind of nice. And what do you know? It is getting dark here in Mexico. It wouldn't be a live stream with FTG without a little bit of darkness. At least it's not raining, right? Well, I will not be backing these up. I can assure you that, bro. That will not be happening. Let's get a good look at him here. Oh yeah, man, this look good with the nice little chrome action there on the wheels. That looks pretty slick. Road train. Ah, there go the street lights. I was wondering when those things were coming on. Very cool. Alright there, Hersnog. Have a good one. Oh yeah, man, she's gonna be screaming. Especially going down here, we'll actually get into a little bit of the mountainous area. We're not gonna be full on it. That's really in the mainland part of Mexico. Got some crazy stuff over there. It's just the terrain on this is so challenging. That's why I love coming down to Mexico. Always look on the inside here, check your trailers. Yeah, man, 24 and a 30 footer. Yeah, you can hear that turbo kick in. Love it. Hey, nice there. Congrats there, DJ. See, I know all about that. So let's get a good look here. We got a little bit of limited traffic, so I think I can do it. So we'll get a good look. We're trying to get a good look here at some of just the terrain around us. It's kind of hard to see inside the cab because I'm kind of sitting high. But yeah, the terrain actually looks really, really good. Kind of thing I was a little bit disappointed with earlier. Get some brights on so you guys can see there. Thank you there, Chris Cunningham. Appreciate that, man. Doing a little riding shotgun with FTG tonight, so thank you, bud. Appreciate that. There's your links also to AJ, Jeremy, Santos, Stampy, and Seth Sickles, and as well Chris Cunningham for subs on this session today. So thank you guys, appreciate that. Inside of this looks really good. The lighting on the dash looks extraordinary. I mean, it's just a I don't know, so they got a ton of, I think there's about 8 or 9 different wood grains. So you've got like a metallic one, it's kind of retro metallic. Then you've got you got walnut, you've got a bunch of different mahoganies, and you've got that reddish, typical burlwood dash, and then you've got this one, which looks like it's, I don't know what this looks, almost kind of looks like a light bamboo or something. It's kind of weird, but anyway, it's pretty. I thought it went really well with the navy, so. I didn't realize that the navy on the outside is what the interior of the truck's painted as well, so that kind of was pretty nice. What's up, Gaming for Life? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. Puta Prieta. No idea what that is. Sounded good anyway, right? And just, well, I would say FY, but no, I'm not doing ETS and streams. I'm actually going to consider recording some ETS this week. So I may record little 30-minute episodes, or maybe hour-long episodes. What's up, Gaming for Life? Thanks for the subscription there, bud. Appreciate that. Always great meeting new guys, so thanks for introducing yourself. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Do I know Tough 977? It's the same driver, but he has more mods on his truck. No, I don't know Tough 977. Yeah, I'm not sure what other mods were for this truck. I mean, I've kept it somewhat simple, at least on this truck. I haven't done too much crazy things to this. Just kind of kept it old school, kept it simple. But I do have a lot of the I think it's an 8x4 chassis on it, which may be a little bit overkill, but It actually kind of helps pull in some of these bigger, heavier things. It actually pulls it really nice. I feel like the 381 sometimes, even with the tag lift axle down it, it's like it, especially you get some of these heavy loads, it just kind of just drifts the rear of your truck all around. And I'm like, this doesn't seem legit or real. But I don't know, whatever. I'm good, man. Is full tilt transport? Honestly, no, it's probably not, man. It's probably just Full Tilt Gaming as the transport company. Yeah, we just Full Tilt Transport just kind of became what the title of the series was. So that's kind of where the Full Tilt Transport come from. But I can change that. Actually, it's not a bad idea. So thanks for the suggestion there, Chris. I'll take it if I haven't done it. I'm sure I haven't done it that way. So what's up, FBI? Coming with the questions and the interrogation. What's your hours of gameplay? Man, I have no idea. ATS is probably over 300. It's not as much as, you know, some. Yeah, yeah, maybe that's it, Alan. I don't know, man. It's just, what's up, Chris? Mr. Chris Pinto, how are you, bud? Chris is, so we had a couple of guys here in from the Ryan Pack. We had Mr. Ryan was in earlier. And I know Nick was off watching a movie with the parents, and they were taking in, I think they were watching Fast and Furious, I believe. I was kind of jealous. But anyway, all those guys coming in and say, hey, appreciate you guys. It's a wonderful community, so if you guys want to hit that TeamSpeak link down there in the bottom, it will take you to the directions. You can install TeamSpeak and come in and chat with all of us from time to time. We're always, usually most of us are around from time to time, but look for us. Feel free to come up, introduce yourself, and talk to us. Always willing to talk to guys. So, yep, I am doing well, man. What would be the best truck? My best truck right now that I really, really like, I've got two. This is not my favorite. It's probably one of my favorites, but it's not my favorite. But I think two of those. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me! Holy crap! All right, yep, pulling over. We've got the dog here is literally going to about pee in the floor. So this is typical FTG style. This is the real life of of a dad. You got to be kidding me! All right, give me 20 seconds. He's a quick peer, so we'll be back. This is great. Alright, and we're back. I would normally say go pee on my wife's pillow, but he just had like 4 teeth pulled yesterday, so I feel bad for him. What happened? Dog had to pee. You know, man, it's real life. I would love to have a dedicated, locked off, cabin locked room in there with my own oxygen supply where nobody could bother me, but you know, that's just not gonna happen. Oh man, good times, good times. Hey, what's up, Bird? Yeah, Michael, that's funny, man. Yeah, no, man. Well, I didn't break down, but I was not about to sacrifice 10 minutes of cleaning dog pee off the floor just to provide a 20 seconds of streaming content for you guys. So sorry about that. Y'all just gonna have to forgive me on that one. Oh man. That's when the real life slaps you upside the face and calls you daddy. Just wear a diaper. Well, I put a diaper on the dog. Kind of feel like, you know, he's getting a little older, you know. I mean, he's like 11. Like, you know, there's got to be a dog pride in there somewhere. Like, I can't put you in a diaper, man. He was in a diaper when he was younger, so I'm like, I can't return you to diapers, man. Like I said, he just had 4 teeth pulled. He went under the under anesthesia yesterday, so he's still like walking around here like a drunk little dog. He's so pitiful sitting in his dog bed and I got to pee, and I was like, oh man, I can't let you pee in the floor. For one, that's just bad form, and but anyway, enough of that. Let's get back into ATS. What's up, Darren Montana? How are you, man? Daddy duties. Well, daddy, yes, daddy duties. I was about to say, almost a DOODIES, daddy duties. But yes, man, it's part of it. Oh well. Yeah, there's no way around that one, man. No way around that one. Yeah, it is, Danny. It's yeah, it can be, man. It's a lot. We got 2 kids and then an old dog, so it's, wow. Alright, so this is literally the boring part of Mexico. I hate this part, but I think it's kind of their connector that leads you back over to Santa Rosalia, so that's, or Santa Rosalia. Michael Lee, what would be the correct pronunciation of that? Let me pull it up here, you can let me know. Is that Santa Rosalia or Rosalia? I want to say it's the second, Rosalia, but you may not know, it's fine. I just know Michael speaks Spanish. I could help out on the pronunciation. Do I own a truck? No, I do not there, FBI. Not except just my Toyota Tundra, that's it, man. That's the old truck. I don't believe I gave you a proper hello, bird, so welcome to you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Oh, what the heck? Oh, he must have hit my button. And we blew the engine again. That's the only thing bad about having a button on the steering wheel. Every now and again, I'll reach up there and grab that thing and hit it. That doesn't help me any. I know you can't tell me how to say it, so is that Santa Rosalia? The first one, Santa Rosalia. Okay, alright. Well, we're not in a Walmart truck, Alan, so we're good. I almost about to say if we can find a place to nap here in Puerto Prieta. So once we get in here, we're gonna find us a place to nap so we can get back to daytime. I am done making you guys watch a live stream here in the dark. This gets as much on my nerves as it does the rest of you. So we've got a little napping joint up here. We're gonna hit it up, and yeah, we're gonna do it. So I think I'm gonna be able to leave my trailer. I think I can do this. I'm gonna leave my trailer on the side of the road. Pull in there and take a nap, then hook back up to it. I think I can do that. Well, nice, man. Let's see. Yeah, I think I can do this. Alright, let's see if we can. Come on now. Roll your R's. Puta Prieta. No, is it 2 R's is rolled and 1 R is like flipped, correct? I think that's how they do it. Oh no, I'm not a, yeah, I'm sure some people's gonna get mad about that, but that's okay. Yeah, y'all just gonna have to chill. My truck's out in the middle of the road. No, it's terribly bad form, but I don't care. What in the world? Come on. Ah, look at this. Come on! Oh man, this traffic's still backing up on me. I just want to take a nap, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think I ran over a car. Holy crap. Wow. Wow, okay. Oh man. Okay. Are we good? Oh, is my trailer gone? Oh, it's behind me. Holy crap. I bet it's all in the... Oh wow, they jammed it up in there? Really? Oh my gosh. I just wanted to stinking nap. That's all I wanted. Alright, well, we'll be picking up a new load here in... Man, that's what I hate about this. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's just see. Easy on the truck? Yeah, well, too late on that. too late on that. So let's just go on over here. Let's grab our nav, and we'll figure out what we're going to do. I think we're going to have to pick us up a new load here in Santa Rosalia. Alright. Yeah, I'm just tired of you guys having to watch live stream all the time in the flipping dark. I get tired of driving in the dark, but it's so much prettier to do it this way. Alright, let's see what we got, because I got a feeling I'm not going to be able to get that off of there, so we give it one shot, and that doesn't happen from there. Then we're gonna roll on, cut our losses, and we'll pull something out south. I don't think it's gonna let me take it out anyway. Yeah, it's not just it's the way the clutching system. See, it's the axle. The axle is and this kind of ticks me off, because I mean, this was supposed to be the whole reason that they did this big huge test thing. Like, why are these shops not got more room in here, or why did they not move all of the service markers up so you could fit, you know, double trailers in here? Like, why even have doubles in the game if you're not going to allow people to drive them and fast travel to the stuff? All right, yep. So let's cancel job, because it's not gonna let me off there. So that stinks. Alright, let's see. Most of the sites have them. They're all Outlaw Gaming. Once I get done here, I'm going to put a link up here for the 281. Most of the mod sites, whether it's atsmods.lt or modsats.net or any of those more popular ones, every single one of those have this truck in it. But I can try to drop a link in there for it once we get done tonight. It's not a problem. Yeah, I know, guys. Sorry about that. I was not expecting that to be. Well, we can take that down. That's kind of cool. Well, at least it's going south. Where's this going to? Puente Ariels. All right, yeah, there we go. All right, so look at there. Perfect timing. We got a little trip, half of it, with the doubles, and now we're running the other half. Is going to be running with the machine housing for the the machine housing for the whatchamacallit, for the wind turbine. So that worked out actually really good. Let's go ahead and let's fix the old truck here. I think I did a little bit of damage on this truck. Yeah, so tow trucks will be cool. I would love to, to have a small teleportation, just like, push me up 30 feet and reset the truck. Like, that would have worked in that scenario. Especially if you get stuck on trailers on something in the game that you can't get them off and there's no way to do it. There's only one way to do it. It's cancel. I don't know. I mean, it's still a sim, let's keep it real for at least up to a certain point, and then, give everybody a little bit of freedom there to be able to make some things happen, and especially if you get caught up in something like that. Of course, I shouldn't have dropped the trailer, but I was afraid if I got it in here, I wouldn't get it back out. So, anyway. Alright, we're rolling on. No use in crying over spilt whatever was in that trailer. I think spilt milk, meat. This guy back here, he's coming up quick. Oh, unlock it. Oh boys, I hate getting stuff out of here. There's our wind turbine. At least it's in the front. I always get lost as to which way to go to get it out of there. So looks like I have to go make the circle, I think. Oh, this is gonna be a challenge getting it out of here. I'm not gonna lie. I hate getting out of this place. This sucks. It's two very, very, very challenging ones. So let's take this. What's my name on game? It's just full tilled, but this is all single player, so I don't have anything multiplayer. Not yet. I don't even know if Truckers MP's not even working yet with 1.8. I don't think. Yeah, Jacob, I do have. I've yet to see it. I've seen it a couple times in the game. but I have a 50, is it 48 or a 53-foot cattle trailer here in ATS. Oh, that one just completely flipped over on its side. Nice. Nice, guys. It's terrible loading here. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright. Well, see, part of the problem too is a lot of the times the original loads that were put in these mine places like this, a lot of times the original loads that go in them weren't ever meant to be this long. Like, they were the diggers, the excavators, and they were typically on shorter loads. So now when you take it and put it in something like this, you can, yeah, I don't even know. I mean, I guess I've got the clearance to get into that third one. I think I do. There you go. It's a good look there. So I guess what we're going to do is turn left, and then we're going to circle all the way up the hill and then come back around the backside. I mean, I guess that's the only way. We'll have to, I don't know, we'll have to see if we can skirt right there in front of where the trailer's knocked over. So hopefully I've got enough clearance to get in there from the side. And then I'll take us across the weight pad and then out of here. So I guess that's going to be our try there. So let's see what we do. Alright, let's get it down here with this. Come on now. There we go. Alright, now we're cooking. There we go. You can do it. Keep it less so you don't beach it. Well, we got a whale back here, man. Oh, this trailer's definitely, see, this is the only one I'm worried about here, is getting enough clearance here to, there we go, looking good, looking good. Let's keep it over a little bit. Man, I wish I could lean up and the mirrors would react. Oh, track IR is like, very necessary, very needed right now. Just not too many games that you can play that give you this kind of a good challenge, good, you know, good thought process, work out some problems. I mean, sure, yeah, you can yank it through, but what's the fun in that? Absolutely none. Probably heavier than a whale. Yeah, well, this one's 78,000, so I mean, I think the heaviest heavy haul is like 88,000, I think. Alright, home free, home free. And this thing is long too. This is longer than the crane that we were driving in the first part, so. Man, yeah. Woo! Hey, what's up, A&W? Oh man, A&W. I always think about A&W root beer. Make a tongue slappy forehead. Alright, so here we go. Let's take a look at her. There she blows. Good Lord. So you may say, what the heck is that? So this is a, Vestas is the machine housing for a wind turbine. So we got different pieces of the wind turbine. Now this is all generally out of the ETS side. So now this is not a ETS trailer or anything of that sort. So I guess these guys are going to go ahead and go on. Oh yeah, I'll drive back, man. Drive a Mac. I did see the old, like the big Mac in there. I tried the Mac Pinnacle. I wasn't really fond of it. Didn't really like it. Come on, cars. Come on. I don't have my traffic mod in here, so these cars are just sitting around going dope-de-dope. Can't tell who's going here. Man, it was hog hunting. I hear you. Oh, for real? Oh, wow. Oh, look at there. He even backed up for him. Now, that's impressive. Alright, let's see if we can just go ahead and go. Oh, Lord. Let me get out of here. Oh, man. Nice. Well, I'm sure it's not the Mac Pinnacle in the game. Oh, let me refresh chat there. Y'all probably aren't seeing anything move, so let me do that. Just reset and get all my alerts and all my. There we go. So that and pop back. There we go. All right, now we're good to go on that. Honk the horn. Here we go. Yeah. Woo. It's actually a good horn. Actually, you can feel the metallic, the pull cable. So you actually hear the valve open up in the horn. It's pretty cool. And let's see what the weight on this is. 72,000 pounds. So it's definitely not the heaviest in the game, but needless to say, we are going to definitely have to watch it around their overpasses if we run under any kind of bridges. We're going to be in some kind of trouble. Like that. Like that's, I mean, well, that one's not close. What am I talking about? Yeah, I didn't say that. Don't worry about that. Yeah, it's not too bad. That's pedal to the metal right there, man. That's wide open. Yeah, the move of the used car. Actually, it would be a good sound there for our subscriber sound, which if there's any new guys out there that have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that button. We've got a special little horn honk here for you, and a lot of good content coming your way, and a lot of good content already up on the main YouTube page. So guys, don't forget to do that. And I've got Full Tilt. You can tweet me there at Full Tilt with Twitter, and also find me Full Tilt Gaming on Facebook. Much appreciated. I always try to keep up with answers and questions that are asked. And you got questions on especially the videos and mods, please just leave me a comment in. I'll be glad to throw up some links. I always try to remember that, but sometimes I do forget. So you'll have to forgive me on that. Thank you there, Burley. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. What's up, Zach Baker? I am driving the Peterbilt 281. I'll give you an outside tour here once we get up over the hill, and not quite so crazy here. I am all manual FBI. We got the clutch, so I'm driving the G29, and you can tell anybody is manual or automatic if they're automatic in the game. Especially if they're streaming, they tell you they're doing manual. You see the A beside your gear number, then they're in automatic. But the manual here, 6 in the left, I mean, sorry, the left, but 6 low, 6 high, so I'm in a full 18 speed, and I am sporting the G29 with 3 on the floor with a clutch, and a 6 speed here on the desk, all from Logitech. A great little system for your simulation needs. So if you like to do iRacing or the F1 series, dirt, anything to use steering wheel, farm sim, we got a lot of farm sim guys in here. Any of those ETS, all the driving games, coach, the coach bus simulator one, I'm actually considering like trying to look at that and see if it's any good. But any of those, all the driving wheels, it'll all accept it, and it works great. So I would definitely highly recommend that. And no, I'm not paid to say that. I just like it. Well, thank you there, Tech Expert Does Gaming. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Alright, so we're getting a little straighter roads here, so I'll give you a little outside tour. So there is our trailer. Taking the machine housing for a wind turbine is what this is. There's a truck there with the open cowling. Supreme in its field, Peterbilt. Oh, I could have been an announcer for a radio spot on that. Supreme in its field, Peterbilt. It's a good looking truck and a ton of skins. So I'm going to be doing a little mod showcase here. It's going to be a new little series. It's all going to be recorded, won't be live streamed. But if you guys ever want to know some of these mods, you want to know like, hey, what kind of stuff can you do to them? Is it a good mod? Is it crap? I'm just going to do one, and I'm going to present these mods, especially ones that are fairly new or been updated, haven't been updated in a while. I'll put some of these mods up here and just call it a new little series. And we'll do some of those maybe like 10 minutes. So there'll be really quick videos you guys can go check out and say, hey, man, I want that. Let me go check and see if he's done a video on that one. Especially as I get to do, I've got like 3, let's say 1, I've got a 2, 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 more trucks that I've never driven in my streams before. So Once I start doing that, then I'll release a couple of these videos. We'll do like a little quick test drive. We'll go through all the mods that they offer, all the different kind of setups you can do, just to see whether or not you want to go download it and go through putting it in your mods folder and kind of setting things up, get them all cranking and ready to go. Also, maybe some special skins that may be available for the trucks. So if you guys like that, you know, keep up with the channel here, because those things will be coming here starting this week. We're going to be starting an East Coast run here with ATS as well, so that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of you guys wanted me to go to the East Coast, and it would be nice. I mean, we're going to do a little East Coast run, maybe from Maine all the way down to Key West. So we'll just take a little bit every single night, maybe for the next, I don't know, 3 or 4 nights. We'll just kind of chip away at it. We'll drive some new trucks. We'll drive some of the things we have. So if there's ever a truck you guys really want to see, especially drop those in the comments and say, hey man, I want to drive, I would love for you to drive the yada yada yada, the Kenworth 900. That's my favorite truck. Okay man, I'll take that in consideration, and we'll see if we can't spot some. And I'm driving especially the 281 tonight for Mr. Phillip. He's in chat today, and he's been asking for the 289. So I said, you know what, man, I'm going to hook Phillip up tonight. We'll do the Peterbilt 281. So thanks for the suggestion there, Phillip, and we're glad we could make it happen for you there, Captain. Yeah, try the J can do that, man. Oh yeah, Zach. Yeah, I'm just asking. Do I use ATS mods? Sure, man. I use. I think right now I'll show you at the end if you're still around. But I have a huge mod folder. It's huge. I've got this one right here has got about 8 maps on top of one another. I've got 4 different texture sets: realistic physics, realistic graphics. I know I've got about 10 trucks and a slew of skins, as well as all of the trailers. I've probably got about 8 trailer packs in here, all stacked up together. So I would say overall I'm probably somewhere around the neighborhood of 60 to 75 mods, and they're all working and they're all non-conflicting. So it's a pretty solid mods folder, and it's plenty enough that anything that I need on here as well. So I've got to show y'all, I've got the most awesome skin for the 900. I just downloaded it today. I've yet to see this. I've been looking through these mods for like what feels like an eternity, and I just stumbled across this thing the other day, and it is bad to the bones. I can't wait to show that one off. Y'all will recognize it though as soon as you see it. Y'all probably know what it is. Oh yeah, Burley wants to hear the Jakes. Here you go, bro. Let me get the actually let me get over this next hill, and we'll get the RPMs up and let her fly. Yep, sure are going to do that, Jacob. Yeah, Mexico doesn't have many overpasses. I was kind of thinking about that. The only reason I know that this one can hit the overpass is because I know outside of Phoenix there's that beautiful overpass section that's right as soon as you get outside the main city. And I totally jammed it up one day, just totally 100% damage on the truck and the trailer one day. I caught it on the overpass, and it just hit it and it creamed it, man. It was gone. I was like, oh man. All right, here we go. Jake brake initializing. Yes, Bird, I have got that one in, and I just tested that, was a couple days ago, of course. Now this is before 1.28, but I am going to roll the VNL from the west over to the east coast. So whenever you see me start that series, hop in, Bird, because I'm going to be in the Volvo for that one. And so I love that truck. I got about 2 or 3 of those on the ETS side. So that's good. The only reason I couldn't use it for this series is because it conflicts with Project West. Project West redraws the dealership where the Volvo dealer is. Because when you download the mod, you know, if you guys here in chat, if you know, when you download the Volvo mod, it also downloads and installs and part of the mod is a store. And what it does is it just replaces one of the other mechanic store up in, I can't exactly remember the city. We'll say it's up close to Reno or Vegas, but anyway, it replaces those. Well, Project West already does that, so no matter where I put that Volvo mod, it never draws. The Volvo does not come through, or or on the flip side of that, it crashes the game because it's conflicting with Project West. So once I move off of Project West, we get back on the coast to coast in Mexico, then we'll be able to add that Volvo because we'll have the dealership. So that'll be cool. So we'll definitely, when you see that, man, go ahead and hop in, Bird. We'll be driving it then. Oh yeah, man, we got actually quite a few videos. Just I guess as a little bit of a program note, I guess you would call it. If you go back to my main page there with YouTube, if you go back to the main page and you see I've got an American truck section, and what I'll do is I'll usually try to put all of my better streams and better series, because I love to do series because I always feel like it keeps me engaged in a particular what I'm doing. So now it's all about transporting kind of odd-end cargo in a certain direction. We've got a certain place that we're going, and we're going to make that return trip, and then once that return trip's done, then we're going to head out east. So maybe we don't do such weird cargo going east, and maybe something that's a little more standard like FedEx or UPS or something like that. There's a John Deere trailer, love it. Woo! So we can do that. But anyway, that's just kind of how I like to do things, at least with these driving series. Kind of gives you a reason to watch. What are we doing today? What's the new thing on the docket? And so the one thing about that is once we get that, hopefully, I'm just kind of, I was catching up chat there. I saw something. Anyway, the one thing about that is it does give us an opportunity to put all those multiplayer, not multiplayer, but put those multiplayer playlists all together in one grouping with ATS. So if you ever miss an episode, you ever want to go back, I always put the truck that I'm featuring in the title. So if you want to go back and see a particular truck, I always put that in the title, the description of what we're driving or what we're focusing on for the most of the live stream. And it's just a way to kind of help keep us. If you guys ever want to sift through a few of those videos and say, man, I'd love to find a 389, it'll be in the title or it'll be in the first part of the description, and that way you can kind of see what all I have driven. And then you might find a live stream you really, really like. So yeah, go check all that stuff out. All right, woo, little right-hand turn there, come up quick. I can't figure out which one of my. There we go. Nope. There we go. I couldn't figure out which signal was on. Yeah, well, multiplayer. The one thing about multiplayer was I don't think it works, and they don't really have a an ETA on that. They said we'll just let you know. Okay. Nice combo with all this old truck, man. Detroit is. Yes, I have got the W900, the Kenworth 900. I do have the Detroit diesel in that one, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. So if you guys want to see that Detroit diesel, maybe we can switch up on our return trip out of Mexico. We can do that for the return trip. I have no problem doing that. And then we'll hop in the Volvo there for the West Coast to East Coast shuffle. We'll just, I don't know, we'll start somewhere, go up north. I know the north is a little bit prettier than the south end. And we'll maybe do the start, and then I'll finish that trip up. I don't know that we'll do all that on the live stream, just because most of the scenery is entirely boring. There's a few pieces there that's really nice, but most of it is pretty lame. But I hear once you get over to the East Coast side, then things really, really, really get good. So I've yet to been over on the East Coast, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. Do ATS mods give you a virus? No. So okay, so here's the biggest disclaimer, I should say, about mods. You want two things to do to download mods, and this goes for anything, Zach. Farm Sim, ATS, ETS. I mean, even if it's Techno Super Bowl for the Game Boy, it doesn't matter. Everything that you do, you want to make sure that you have two things. You want to make sure that you have antivirus, something that doesn't have to be crazy complicated, just something that does the job. And then you want to have an extension on your browser for ad block. So if you use Google Chrome, anything like that, Google it, ad block extension, and you'll take you to a reputable site like Google. Would be awesome, because Google has its own stuff that you could search through, and grab something like an ad block. So what happens with ATS mods especially is a lot of times these are free, and they're hosted free because the sites that do make their money off of selling advertisement space. So those advertisers sometimes do shady things to get you to click on certain things that pay them money. So AdBlock takes all the ads out of the way, and it will zero those out as connections. It looks at them as risky connections online, and it kicks them. So if you do those two things, and make sure that before you click something, that it's not something you don't need to be clicking on, because a lot of times they'll do these. The favorite one I see is always, click now and add this extension to your browser. This guy with this really loud voice comes on. Well, you make sure you don't click add to the browser, because if you do, you might be adding in some type of an adware where they're tracking what you're buying. They're not doing anything dangerous most of the time. They're just wanting to track what you're buying, what you're downloading, what you're looking at. And it's just fishing for information. So those kind of things are just things you want to watch out with mods. Once you do it a few times, get your feet wet with them, then it's like, okay. I looked on the other day, and I have absolutely no issues with this computer, and I download mods every single day. And if you wanted me to do a video on it, I'd be glad to show you exactly what to look for, exactly what to put up there in your program list. I try to be as helpful as I can with this, because I want you guys to be able to enjoy the same exact mapping and the same mods that I do, because they've completely changed the game for me, and I would expect that they'll do the same exact thing for you guys as well. So I'm not sure if there is. I don't know if there's anything like that or not. 15 Tango. What's up, Omar? How are you doing? That's a good one. That's a good one. It does amaze me. And I'm sure they get a lot of people on it. And if you've never done it before, it's kind of scary. I know the first time I tried doing it, I felt like I was going into a battle, a cyber battlefield. I was like, oh my god, all these pop-ups were flying up all over the place, and some of your default browsers just don't come with those default blockers. I don't know why, but they don't. So you got to download them, add them in, and then you are good to go. All right, so I need it right here. This is going in between the container ships, I bet. So let's confirm that, and I'm probably going to need to swing out just a little bit longer. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, this thing is a little oblong too on the sides. Like I don't think the. There we go. Right, like a piece of cold butter on a warm roll. Woo! Alright, here we go. Yep, I certainly could, Jacob. I don't mind doing that. It's one of the best things about it's the best thing about the game is the mods. Unfortunately, like the Steam Workshop is great. Don't get me wrong. I find a lot of great skins, I find a lot of great trailer mods, and etc, etc, etc. But the one thing you're not going to find out of the workshop a lot of the time is custom trucks. You're not going to find the 281 out of there, you're not going to find the Freightliner out of there, you're not going to find any of the Max, the Fords, you ain't going to find none of that out of there either, which is kind of a shame. But that's just, that's just how it is. I'm not sure why the modders don't put it on there. Sometimes there's things wrong with the truck, and I think I don't know, but I want to say that it has to meet some type of a quality standard on Steam. I'm not completely sure about that, but it would seem like it would, because I don't understand why these guys wouldn't just go ahead and upload it to Steam, because automatic updates and it's a lot less for us to worry about. The one thing about mods when you download them off of those sites is they don't automatically update. So you're kind of responsible for making sure your own mod folder's up to date. and you don't get notified when those updates come. So, and that's the only kind of like, you know, weird thing about it. So, all right, I can't lean up and see my direction here. So, there we go. Inglés, por favor, amor. No habla español. But bienvenidos to the live stream. Alright, now let's see if we can get back into... There we go. Oops, start turn on me. Wow, this thing's so wide I can't even see my trailer marks here. There, well, there's one. All right. Oh, there we go. Right. Do I need to Steam to play ATS? You know, I'm going to say so, but I'm also going to say that that's probably. Bird probably knows. Bird, do you know if you have to have Steam? Is this a Steam only, or do they sell like? Do they sell it out of the box copies? Or I mean, you could Google that, Jacob. I mean, I really don't know the answer to that one. To tell you the honest truth. A personal question. Oh, I love these. 1-5. Tango's got a personal question. How did you? Hey, did you get your wife to let you get your games by and looks like me like crazy? Well, I don't know how to answer that one. I have to say this, and she does not going to watch this. Of course, she's not going to watch it. She thinks it's stupid that I play these sim games and that I talk to you guys, you crazy nuts, every single night, or at least as much as I possibly can. She thinks that's absolutely insane, but she understands that it's passion and I love doing it. So she, I know she's very supportive of it. You know, the thing that I would say, if you really want to do it, then tell her you are trying to make something of yourself by being a YouTuber, and for some odd reason that seems to be the trick that does it. I have no idea. You didn't hear that from me, and I will kill you if you ever said anything to my wife about that. And here we go, leaving out of Punta Arenas. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got these steel tangers are cool. We may have to take it. Oh, what's going on? I don't want that. I don't want the old boring trailer. Yeah, there's a car hauler. It's all going north. That's the only thing when you get far south. Sometimes it typically tends to run. Everything runs back up north. So I'll tell you what. Let's just take us a quick nap. I think we're really close to the nap place here. Hey, what's up, Quaze? You don't need Steam if you want the cracked ATS. There you go. Breaking the law here on FTG's live stream. Keep it legal. No, I'm just kidding, man. You do what you want to. No comment. Yeah, Michael, he could answer that question better than I could. Take it away, Michael. Alright, here we go. Stop the engine here. Let's go ahead. Heat arrest it. Let's get a bit of sleep. Oh, great. It's 4 a.m. It's dark. Perfect. But it'll be light soon. So let's see. Let's back up. Let's see what's in the job market here. Let's see if we got anything freshened up for us. We should have. Penske trailers, I think we can change skins on those. I really was hoping we could. Oh, there's another set of doubles. So close down to San Carlos. And that goes through Santa Rosalia, which is where we were originally going to go. We've got a couple of blank trailers, which is no fun. A Schneider trailer. And what is this? It's some kind of a housing unit. Looks like a big I don't even know what that is. That's something in German. That's going all the way north. Excavator. Wow, dozer there. So we got the Penske trailer out of Walmart, which is kind of funny, and that's not going there. All right, so we can do single trailer or doubles. I think I know what you guys are going to choose. Number 2 for doubles, I think, is probably secret safe. All right, 1-5. You my man. What's up, Tucker? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. All right, there you go. Perfect advice there from Mr. Burt's. If you're going to do multiplayer, then you might want to do it on Steam. Good one there. Gotta hold some shoes to please the ladies. The clothes. All right, so clothes, 30 sets. I guess that's. I don't know if they double that. I don't know if the 30,000 is for one trailer. I'm assuming it's for one trailer because I wouldn't see 2 trailers would pull at 30,000. Triples, yeah. There's only a couple places in the game that give you triples, and I think they're up. I think Elko's one of them. And I want to say Vegas possibly, but there's only like 1 or 2 places you can even get triples at, which is kind of weird. I would just populate them, you know, just populate them. No, it's okay, Zach. Yeah, I don't mind, man. I don't mind answering questions. Don't mind helping you guys extend your own gaming. That's part of why I'm here. If you guys, I mean, it's entertaining, sure. But if it's not at least a little bit informational, you guys are learning something, then I'm gonna lose you. You know, I want you to be able to come back and say, well, let's see what new stuff he's got today. I mean, there's a lot of really popular sim YouTubers, and most of them has gotten to where they are because they are super duper helpful and they're willing to teach other people how to do things that are just coming along. I mean, how do you think I learned how to do all this stuff? I watched someone else do it and said, hey, I can make that my own thing, but I had to learn how to do it from someone else. So it's a part of the passing of information. So let's run the doubles out of Puto Abrios. Quadruples, yeah. We could do triples. Quads, yeah. Quads would be a little tough. And it'll be daylight soon, so we'll have at least a full day here in the beautiful Mexican landscape here with there was that bulldozer. And what's up, Brian? How are you, man? I am doing well. Great to see you here, man, as always. Super duper big supporter there here. Recent subscriber and supporter of FTG, so thank you there, Brian. That would be cool, 1-5. I will say this. Now, I'll just throw this out there because, you know, I'm pretty proud of it. Wait a minute. Is this where I'm picking that load up from? I think it is. Oh, it didn't set it. Yeah, it did. Well, set as GPS. Oh, I guess this is it. Okay. Whoops. I'll tell you what, let's just do this. Let's go over here and turn around. I will say this now, I'm going to start up X-Plane. I'm working little bit by little bit. One thing I've got to have is a yoke and pedals. I went ahead and bought a lot of other stuff before I bought that, so I'm still kind of, you know, piecing things together because it all costs lots of money to make this world go around, and I'll also keep the wife happy. So, you know, once those things come in, I've got a full pedestal bay that we're going to set up and do it, but I actually went into X-Plane with the mindset that I was going to sim it. And then I got so into X-Plane and did so much that I actually went out and, you know, paid the money, got into flight, all the flight school stuff, and then went out and actually got my own pilot's license. So that's not unheard of because, I mean, plenty of people do that in the sim game. So I'm sure there's quite a few people that started in ATS and wound up with the CDL. I do not doubt that one bit. So I actually like I like these. I think that's Canadian Freight. We've got UPS, FedEx. Let's see. And there's the regular reefer doubles. That's what we had before, but we might as well pull something with the skin on it. I kind of like these. I'm just trying to think here. It doesn't really matter. What you guys want to see? I'll catch up with chat here a little bit. Pulling an FTG in the real world is... Oh, that's exactly right, man. Yeah, when you pull an FTG in the real world, you might be arrested or in jail. That might not be a great thing. So, good greetings from Uruguay. Bienvenidos, Rapido. 1891, Rapido. Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for introducing yourself. Always a pleasure meeting you guys here in stream. So, let's go ahead and pick up, what are we going to do here? Let's just pick up the freight ones. Why not? Do UPS or FedEx anytime. Let's pick up some freight ones and take it down. So we're hauling these down to Puerto San Carlos. Alright, they're going to be right where we dropped the other one off, so that works out great. Oh, no problem, Brian. I know the feeling. We had to take a couple nights off there before just to do the same exact thing, so I completely understand, man. There he goes, Bird's the word there, who was asking about, I think Jacob, you were asking about him. There you go, man. There's your answer. I really like those tankers, man. Those tankers are super long. I mean, those tankers are almost as long as those trailers are. I mean, they're just like, we're only talking like maybe 6 feet short of them. Let's see if I can find some skins for some of those trailers. Now, doubles in those trailers would be insane. Alright. Whoops, I kind of overshot that a little bit. Okay, crew chief. Well, I don't fly anymore. I'll get into it at X-Plane, but I had a little bit of an accident, and just kind of wasn't my fault. But kind of shook me up enough, especially with family at least on the mindset that I kind of gave it up. So I really was wanting to do the pilot thing and got my license and started instrument commercial ratings, and then I just hung it up literally just to happen, and the next day I was like, I can't do it no more. So yeah, so it's one of those points where the real world literally slaps you upside your forehead so hard that it makes you rethink thoughts, you know, rethink goals in mind, priorities, and that all comes to surface. So we'll talk about the dramatic storyline behind it. It was pretty dramatic, actually. We'll just clickbait that on the title. Alright, let's see. Hey, I tell you what, I will say this. These doubles pull really good. And they're actually just really easy. And we blew the engine. There we go. Whoops, sorry. So we have 410, so got a little ways. Whoa, there's no stop sign here. I don't believe there's any traffic coming, just taking a stab here. Hey, what's up, Raylan? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in and saying hey. There we go. Alright, don't let the big dog eat. Yeah, well, I got a button set on here, and sometimes just by habit I'll hit that button and it'll switch it back into the first range. So, and I got that split set on, so I'm basically one side's got 1 through 4, then my second's got 5 through 8, low highs and all those, full 18. But sometimes I'll reach in and hit that button and it'll throw it off every single time. Let's see what my track looks like here. Alright, so we're gonna be taking a ride up here at the Highway 1. So once we get a little bit more daylight here, we'll go to the outside and we'll check out the doubles here being pulled behind. I think they're Canadian freight, I believe. We'll check those bad boys out once we get down. I actually like the doubles. They're not too bad. The only reason I wouldn't like the doubles is because you can't back up with them, or at least you can, but trying to do all those back and forths is insane. Yeah, you're right about that. Not some people you can pull out of the gear, but you can't get into it. You can if you're like perfect with it. I'll see if I can go into to 8. So you got that, just that little. You could do it that way and hear that little grind every single time, but you know, if you miss it with the clutch, then it'll just constantly grind until you reset it. That's the only way to just barely but it still does it every single time. All right, Bird. Appreciate it, man. Bird's always there and is always offering help. So thank you, Bird, for that. I appreciate it. I love hearing the turbo on this. So we are in, for those that may be joining us here that are new, we are in the Peterbilt 281. A lovely truck, kind of an old school old bird here, and we're pulling, got a couple of doubles here, got a couple of freight trailer doubles. And we are in Mexico also, so we're on our way down to, I think, San Carlos? Yeah, Puerto San Carlos. So awesome little areas down here, awesome scenery, awesome textures. We've got a lot of different maps installed. We've also got a video there. I always throw the video out. We've got the video down there if you want to learn how to install all the maps, get the links to all the maps, and as well even a little link to a bonus truck that I did use in the video that some guys were asking about. All that is there readily available, so go check it out. Hopefully the daylight's going to be coming upon us here soon. I see you, buddy. Yeah, that is the thing I cannot understand, Alan. Why did they not put a trailer lock so that you actually could attempt to back these up? Because now I will say this, when you got the original, shoot, what are they called? The DLC, the heavy haul DLC, and they've got that little, I don't even know what you guys call it. It's almost like it's not a drop axle, but it's like I don't know. You got the trailer, then you've got this little steerable piece. It's almost like a hinge between the truck and the trailer. It's like the trailer sits in between, like, two of these, and they're equal. I don't know, the 3 axles on both sides. But I can back those up as long as it doesn't have that little tag trailer on the back side of it. I can back those up because those two are not independent, and on these doubles, both of those axles are independent of one another. And at least as far as I know, you can't lock them in the game. So I'm like, well, why the heck not? This makes it impossible to back these things up. So random, a dolly. There you go. Thank you. And the tag is calling a Jeep. Well, there it is, 15 Tango with an FTG fun fact of the episode. Thank you there, 15 Tango. I did not know that, so I have learned something new today, so thank you there, bud. Alright, here we go, back up the mountains. I love this stuff. Woo, hear that turbo scream. What's going on, NW Gamer? What's up, Forrest Young? Boosters, Jeeps, dollies, tags, drop axles. Yeah, I know what the drop axle and what they call it, tag lift trailer, and I was familiar with those, but the ones there on the heavy haul were the ones I couldn't remember what they were called or what they were. Here, woo, look at this beautiful, man, that's insane. I think it's screenshot time. All right, let's get around the next turn. So one thing I always do on a live stream, I always take a screenshot just so you can show you guys how to do it. Because I'm so desperately wanting you guys to send me some cool pictures of trucks. I've gotten a couple in, but I want them to at least be somewhat, you know, I don't want them to just be a random picture of a random truck that I'm not going to use. So I'm going to take a picture here once we get up here to the, thank you there, Seth. Oh, wait a minute, sorry. Who was a NW Gamer? Thank you, man, for that sub. Appreciate that. I was looking at the wrong list there. Oh, that's pretty. I like it. All right. So hit escape. It's dangerous when you get back in the game. Photo studio. I want you guys to take these. Once you go back to your Steam profile, you go down, you access your screenshots in Steam, and then you go down to Show on Disk. And that little Show on Disk will take you to a folder where all of these photos are stored. And I would love for you guys to upload these. If you got Twitter, upload these to your Twitter and shoot me a couple of pictures. I would love to be able to use some stuff. Something like this right here is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way that this looks. It's got the We'll get really close up here, get as much of that. Let's get that a little bit out. There we go. I wish the car wasn't there, but you have to deal with that. So it's got a basic set of controls. Field of views, you can make all that, what you want it to. And then your focus plane. So I'll take my blur strength all the way down because I want a good clear picture. And basically like this, something like this, sure. And then capture. And there you go. And then once you drive, you got to make sure that you're at least in the turn. Don't not. There we go. All right. Yeah, NW, I mean, will you subscribe to me? I mean, I may check out the stuff. The best way for you guys to get in here, and I don't mind people that want to come in and plug in and hang out. The main thing is if you want to self-promote, let me promote you. So be an active member here. Come in and chat, hang out with us, be helpful, be respectful for everybody in here. And then as we kind of get to know you guys and know channels, I certainly don't mind promoting guys that are here that are frequent visitors that seem to be all around good guys and helpful guys in the chat, and let me promote you. That's a much better way, because all that's going to do is get you banned and get you timed out and the messages deleted, and that does nothing good for you and does nothing good for those guys watching. It aggravates people that don't care whether or not you have a channel. In the world of YouTube, everybody's got a channel, so do that, man. Let me promote you, and we'll go from there. But anyway, welcome to it, and thanks for your subscription. I do greatly appreciate it. True, I tell you what, the sun there has actually got a little bit of a brightness to it there. That's nice. Now it's new, but I do have the realistic, the realistic graphics mod. So it does do a lot with sky colors. Tones things down. It helps contrast a little bit of the contour of the roads versus the red that you're seeing here on the rocks, the cliff faces, as well as new sun ray features that come off the sun. So most of everything you're seeing here is part of that realistic graphics mod, and it's the one by FRKN. So that's Franken or Freakin. I'm not sure which one it is, but anyway, it's Franken 64 mod. That's the guy that's the author. So check it out. Well, no problem, NW, no problem, man. I don't mind letting you know what the deal is, and then you can decide from there going on forward. It's totally balls in your court, bro. But thanks for coming, man. There goes the Best Buy trailer. Anybody wants some electronics, some TVs, PS4s and Xboxes and PCs? Aussie Kimono. I have no idea, man. The destination folder must be empty. I don't know what the destination folder is. I've never been faced with that one, so if I had, I would certainly help you, but I have no idea, man. I'm going to say the stupid thing. Google it. Google exactly what your problem is. Whatever error it's giving you back, then just put that one in. Oh, consolidated freightways. Okay, well, they've changed it. So consolidated, the beautiful... love it. Coming out, it's a nice little port area here. There's that old school screaming. Yeah, man. I did. It's all in foreign languages. Oh, man. I don't really know. I don't know how to help you on that one. I've never had that happen on Steam. I don't know. I mean, I would say it's not going to hurt anything. Your Steam profile is all in the cloud anyway. So you could just delete, uninstall Steam or reinstall Steam, and then you'll have to log in with your information, and then you'll re-download your games. That's the only thing I know to tell you. If you have big mods folders, then you'll probably lose some of your mods, but at the price of being able to actually play the games, it's not such a bad trade-off. I have done that before, but not on the particular issue that you had. It's totally unrelated. You'll have to ask Bird. Wow, I love Mexico here, just the way that they've stacked all of these beautiful sceneries together. It's unbelievable. I love what they've done. All the terrain mapping and everything in here is just so good. It's challenging, especially with odd-long and oblong size loads. It's always a big challenge. So here we go. It's always a challenge doing some of this stuff. Especially that's why I always like to find new loads, new trailers, new different styles of trailers, whether they're heavy loads or wide loads. Or that's the one thing I kind of wish they would do, is they would do a DLC pack, or someone would do a mod pack where you actually had a little bit oversized, not so much that you couldn't function in the game, but we're a little bit oversized, like width-wise, and that would be kind of cool. A&W, can I add you on Steam? I would normally say yes, but honestly, I didn't realize that so many people would want to be friends with me on Steam. I would say what I'm planning on doing is opening up a community that I can actually be a part of. And I think that would alleviate some of the issue with Steam, because I can't friend everybody, because I want to make sure that I save those positions for you know, people that I'm actually actively playing with, and not just, you know, kind of friends and fans of the channel, live stream, those kind of things. It's nothing personal. It's just I don't have enough space for that, you know, on the Steam list. So the community would be a better way for me, I think, to handle that. So I'll try to let you guys know when I actually make that live. We'll be able to put some links in here and also put some stuff up there just to let you know that that's going live. And you know, I have live stream stuff now. I'll be able to post things in there. You guys will be able to interact with me a little bit better there through the community. So it should be something a little bit better than just being on a friends list. So it's beautiful. I love what they've done. The realistic graphics mod has turned up a lot of things that is different this go around. Last time I had this, I had a different mod in, so things now have been fairly steady. With I love the grass on the outside here. It's really nice. There goes a T800. I love how when you have mods in the game and installed, it actually uses those as the truck. Those are pretty cool. Yeah, I can understand, Aussie. Went to sleep, it was installed. I woke up, it was uninstalled. So it says your destination folder has to be empty. So I mean, I assume you're trying to reinstall. What I'm gathering here is you're trying to reinstall Steam, and it's saying the destination folder at which you're trying to install it to is not empty. That's what I'm getting. Let me know if I'm hitting the right page there. Hey, what's up, Waylon? Marshall, how are you, man? Ice road truckers, yeah. Well, there is kind of an ice road, kinda. ETS has got the most prettiest ice road stuff I've ever been in, but nobody really wants me to play ETS, and nobody watches the videos. So I was going to do it. I actually finished the trip up to the Polar Caps, and I didn't stream it because nobody wanted to really watch it. Unfortunately, but anyway, it was absolutely gorgeous, and it was ice road, ice and snow road all the way up to the top, and all of Iceland with pro mods on ETS2, every bit of it is all ice, all snow. The truck actually reacts to it. But I was hoping, now up in Canada, there is a mod that you can download that's, I believe it's like a snow mod. So it basically covers everything in snow and ice, and the textures are all different. I have to look at it some more and do a little bit more research into it, but it looked like a pretty cool, thing. So I don't know, I may play around with it. Maybe we'll do a nice road if we can figure out how to do it. I don't mind doing that. There should be Zach, but unfortunately there isn't. Trust me, I've looked. The only one that you're going to find that's a no virus, and I wouldn't necessarily call it virus. Most of it is adware, malware. So they're phishing stuff, you know, which necessarily is not against the law per se, you know, quote unquote. So I don't know. I mean, you certainly look at it, and I'll do a video on it if you want me to. I don't mind it. There seem to be a couple guys that want me to do some kind of video like that of actually installing and just kind of what I look for, where to get these things, like AdBlock and some of the other extensions on your browser. I'll certainly walk you through that. I have no problem doing that. If you guys want to watch those kind of content, that's what I'm talking about. let me know what you want to see, what you want me to do, and I'll do the best I can to make that happen. What's going on, Mr. Walter? How are you? Oh yeah, August 24th. Oh. Hey, thank you there. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know how we made that. All right, thank you there, Mr. Sam Fox, for the. Thank you for your subscription there, buddy. Appreciate that. We just about missed our right-hand turn, so that was me squealing the tires, making a. No, we never made that in real life. There's also, I gotta look. There's also, it's incompatible with 1.28 now, 1.28, which is the version of ATS that we're in. But there is a mod that's like these crazy mountain roads. It's a map mod, but it's incompatible right now. So maybe he'll update those. And maybe we can do some of those funner, oh my lord, those more fun maps, you know, like that. They're a little on the more fictional side. There's a couple of places though here in the Mexico. If you go back down to, I want to say. Trying to think, I want to say it was on the last of the Mexico Mayhem. We did some awesome Mexico journey trips that were around these crazy mountain passes. They were awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure where that stuff went. The Canada mod, I was assuming had ice in it, but you can add, I think, that snow mod. I need to look into it. If I can figure out what it is and how it works, I'll let you guys know. Oh yeah, I love this part. I remember this from last one. Oh, I love those sounds. Did we throw the Jake on top of it? Heck yeah, man. Welcome to the crew there, Sam. Thanks for stopping in, man. Oh, that's true, Philip. Touche on that one. Now, maybe they wouldn't know. We're just driving through Iceland with all these weird scenery. Don't bother with the text on the signs. Not a problem, guys. Maybe we could just stream in standard definition. That stream, that should work. I'm sure we'll get great viewer counts on that. Hey, all right there, Aussie. Congrats. What is this guy doing? Oh, awesome there, Walter. No problem, man. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us here for a little bit. And then getting close here to what is this? Puerto San Carlos is where we're going. So we are. Just let you guys know here that are coming in. We've got a pair of consolidated freightway doubles here with the new 1.28 update here with ATS. And we are driving into Viva Mexico, Project West. Everything's updated. Had to chunk out a few trailer mods that were incompatible with 1.28, but other than that, everything seems to be working okay. Haven't had any kind of crashes or anything nasty going on, so. No, that's all right, Zach. Don't worry about it, man. Well, there was a couple other guys too that were kind of asking about some of those, so no worries, man. I'm not. Even if you were the only one that wanted to do it, I would still put some consideration, because that just shows some people out there might actually want to see that and see my take on it. I always typically tend to go in way too much detail on things. That's just kind of a fault of mine. It sounds so real, especially got headphones on, got them cut up a little bit. It's like, wow. And I'm gonna run out of gas. At 20 bucks, I run out of gas. Let's see where our next closest gas station is. Oh, I should have gone straight at Laredo. I'm probably not going to make it down to Puerto San Carlos, I bet. Whoops. And let me get chat back here. And I'm going to go ahead, let's see, that and that. All right, so there, that's good. And let me reset chat just so that doesn't lock up here on us as we're going down. Hopefully we got enough gas. I should have filled up in the last one, but I didn't. Nobody reminded me. Pizza flashes you up. That's real. Yeah, I know. See if we can do some coasting down here. I doubt it. It's like a skinny road right here, man. Alright, man, you go play the ATS, have yourself a good time, man. Thanks for coming in, and hopefully something we said worked and it helped. So, the thing is, they've not been telling me that that I need gas. So this is kind of baffling me here. I've not seen alerts been coming up telling me I need gas. So we're probably going to run out, guys. Uh, 128 is not still in beta. No, it is live, GTA girls. And welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, it is live official now, 1.28. Johnny, is that Partio? Biggest fan, welcome, biggest fan. Appreciate that, man. You know, something else I was sitting there thinking about it, Zach. You know, sometimes, and I know this has happened. It's not as prevalent now, but a lot of times, you know, there will be guys that do special trucks. They'll do special trucks. Wait a minute, you know what? Let me look at a setting right quick. I'm gonna see if this can stretch me over. I'm gonna look at stuff right quick because I know I'm not gonna have enough gas to make it there, and that's gonna tick me off. Oh, desktop background thing. Ooh. Ah, look at that. Heck yeah. That's all right there. All right. I'm looking for fuel if there's anything, because I want to see if there was something in here that maybe has gotten reset since the update, to see if there's any kind of alerts or anything else that's come out. But all this looks like original fatigue simulation, all this other mess. Let's check gameplay, and then oh, that is gameplay. All right, well, okay. Oh man, that is beautiful there. That's a screenshot in itself right there. That is okay. Can't see the gauges. I'm I'm sniffing the bottom of the tank, Alan. I am sniffing the bottom. And Salvador, what's going on, man? What part of Mexico are we in? We're on the Yucatan, and we are about 2 hours in game down to Puerto San Carlos. So I don't know, about 3/4 of the way down in northwest of Cabo San Lucas. We're getting close to the tip down there. So yes, it is Aussie. This is the Peterbilt 281. You can find these from a lot of the mod sites, but here it is, beautiful. That's all mod there with the engine cowling and stuff. That's all part of it. Yeah, it's a good one. I like it. Do I think the world we're in? Nah. I think we're gonna be okay. Yeah, battery. Yeah. We're gonna run out. I'm almost positive. We got way too long to go, but the road is relatively flat, so I'm kind of trying to keep it on the low RPMs, and we'll see if we can't stretch it all the way. I think we don't have any more real big mountain passes to go back through, at least until we get down past this place. And I was trying to think, there's a join up place where a lot of cities come together. I mean, a lot of roads, about 3 or 4 of them. And it's kind of like a main hub. And then once you get out of that main hub, you're back down to Mazatlan. It's Cabo San Lucas down at the very bottom. So once we get down there at the very bottom, that will everything kind of levels out and smooths out. It's more like your beachy area down there. Yeah, I know a lot of people think it's going to happen, man. I don't know. I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to eclipse, and then it's going to come out on the other side, and everybody's going to be like, oh, that was it. No people watching, get we push. Well, we know what'll happen if I have to fast travel to the gas station. I can't believe there's not like any more gas stations like in this area. This would have been a perfect place for a gas station, but no. So I'm going to try to slow down too much. Keep the RPMs low. Conserve as much fuel as we can. Yeah, what's up, Johnny? I already said hey to you twice. So what's up, man? I don't know, man. It's going to be close. As long as we don't have to do any kind of big hill traversal, we ought to be okay. I'm just going to try to keep the speed up and keep the RPMs low. You're going to open one, yep. We may have to throw... Oh, we got to make a turn. That's no good. Big Daddy Gaming, what's up, man? Thank you for your subscription. Appreciate that. Alright. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to make it, but we'll certainly give it a valiant effort. Like nothing in this city, nothing's just, you know, random buildings and yeah, I'm not going to stop. You can't push, you've been drinking. This is the Peterbilt 281. 281 what did they say? Is it 281 370 something? I can't remember. Beautiful trunk. We'll just see like one of the cooler animations is the wipers. Like that is so old school, it's not even funny. Pulls the Jim Beam, will be fine. Well, she's getting close there. We're almost, whoop, gonna run into that one. Almost just died. I don't know if we can, I don't know if we'll be able to stretch it. This will be 32 minutes. I really think we probably got enough, but if we have to coast, we're gonna be in trouble. That would make a heck of an ending of the stream if we literally coasted right into the gas station and we're able to stop it on the money. Yeah, so we got some curves coming up here. It's going to slow us down. So, like, I'm just surprised I've not gotten anything on my GPS down there saying, hey, watch your fuel. Now, I want to say that it did it before. Maybe it just doesn't alert you now. I was trying to see if maybe a setting got turned off, but no. Well, there's our destination. And we are, like, literally sitting on E. This is the... So if you're looking there at our RPMs and our speed there, it's the big gauge on the left, right there in the pie of the steering wheel there. Right to the, you know, well, would be the southwest of that gauge. The lower left is the gas gauge. So if you can zoom in there, we can see we're gonna make it to town. Oh, we're gonna make it. Now whether or not we're gonna be able to get in and get out of this place, I have no clue. Alright, let's see, where are we at? Where's gas station? Alright, so it's on the left side. There it is. Yay! We made it. Nice. Yeah. She's chugging. That's it, man. We almost did. I mean, we got to be close. We have got to be close. Do not enter wrong way. Whoops. I got time to turn around. All right. Oh, can't go full screen to chow. Yeah, man. Yeah, that kind of sucks. So what engine is this? I'll have to go back and see. I know we've got 600 horsepower in it, so it's the one at the very bottom. It's the biggest one, but I couldn't tell you what it is. All right, he's got the gas cap. Door. If you time it just right, it sounds completely legit, like I did all that on my own. All right. So there's the air brakes, and let's get on out. She's bone dry, yeah, man. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. There's a big old huge container ship for those that have never seen Mexico, and I guess it's supposed to be some type of a port pier there. Doesn't have any railings on it, but yeah, you got that big huge container ship out there with the container yard. So that's always kind of cool to see those sceneries all work together. It costs that much to fill up a daggum Blackhawk. Oops, sorry there, guy. Yes, Aussie. That's why I started downloading trucks, I'm not gonna lie. I will say there's one on the Steam Workshop that is not modded. Well, it is modded, but it's a good one, and that's the Viper's Peterbilt 389. We drive that one quite frequently, and it's a great, great truck. Alright, here we go. Final destination in the Puerto San Carlos. Yes, Phase Pug, I love it, man. I think 1.28 is a solid update. I've seen a few other things here just in the course of playing for a couple of days. It's really, really nice. So I gotta say, it's always a successful update as long as everything works. We got some issues, you know, with some mods and stuff not working, you know, but I mean that's given. I mean, it's not their job to make sure their stuff works with every single mod, you know. Mod makers got to get in there and do their diligence to make sure all their stuff works. So other than that, I've been impressed with it, and I actually enjoy it. So it's been nice driving the doubles and the triples around. Just adds a new flavor of cargo in there. You can't go wrong with it. And they seem to be better balanced because the game's actually reading the correct weights, unlike the mods were always weird. They always felt too heavy. Or they felt like, you know, felt like you were just pulling like 5 buses. All right, I guess that wasn't far enough up. Any day now? Any day? Any day now? What the world? Well, I pulled all the way through it. Let's see what happens. Okay, alright, well, whatever. New flavor of barbecue. That's it, man. Alright. Oh, man, that's an awesome, that there background right there just made my night. It made my night. Alright, so let's just look. I'm not going to do any more tonight. We're going to at least look here and see. So here we are. Almost there to the end. So we got a few doubles and a few miscellaneous things down here. Would like to really pick up some good heavy, because once you get down here, it's not too bad. It's actually pretty. I won't say it's pretty slack, but it's about like it is over here. Once you get over in this area down here, on this side, everything levels out. Same way over here, you got a lot much flatter terrain, so you could afford to go a little bit heavier and not be so, you know. You not be so out to dry on these, but maybe we can try one of these tanker mods. They're pretty cool. They're pretty nice. We may try these. I don't know. We'll reset, maybe take a couple of naps and see if we can't get something nice down there. Especially with the old Peterbilt, I love doing some different things. Now I think on the next one I'm going to roll in the Kenworth 900. That's one of my like secondary most favorite trucks in the game. So I've got the 900, and then I've got two more trucks that I'm going to save for us to go over the East Coast. One of them is an oldie goldie. I think you guys are going to like it. It is a Peterbilt, but it's an oldie goldie. So we're going to use the Coast to Coast mod here in the next series, and we're going to go all the way over East Coast, and we're going to do a nice little Key West to Maine East Coast trip there. So that's going to be good. But looking for that to come in here, hopefully, as the start of the week comes in, maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll get that off the ground and get it going. But we'll continue here for the next couple of nights. I want to go down and explore some more Mexico and then come back up back into the States. I just love Mexico. It's such great scenery. And if you guys want me to go anywhere else, please just let me know where you want to go. If you want to stay in Mexico, if you want to go see the other side of Mexico, if you say, I don't have this mod, man, I'd love to see more of it. And then you can decide whether or not, hey, maybe I want to go see that. Same way with anything up here. I have yet to explore all these areas up here, which I hear are fairly nice. They've got some new highways up here. We also went and saw Yosemite National Park here a couple episodes ago on the Full Tilt. I believe it was the transport. But anyway, we've got a few of those things coming up. So just some things there looking forward on the channel. We'll continue here Farm Sim 2 for anybody that was interested in the Farm Sim series. I've got the latest Farm Sim vid up. So go check it out. It was a nice little live stream. It's actually shorter than what we normally did, but it was all about season, a little bit more realism than we normally carry here on the channel. So so that should be, that's always fun. I enjoy that. So you guys come check that out next time. Yeah, you can always, I think you can get those back, man. Just download them and you should have all your games and everything should come back. It should be all in the clouds. So that's good. What's up, Connor? How are you, man? Just catching the tail end here. So let's go ahead, snowman. Yeah, we'll see what we can do on those mods too. By the way, I won't forget about that because I need to do a little bit of research in there to see if the Canada mod will play well with that snow and ice mod. We might be able to do our own quote unquote trucker thing. If not, then you know what? I mean, I don't care. I don't care if we got 5 people watching. I want to drive some ETS, and I really want to finish that right now. I know YouTube is really going to the crapper for a lot of guys in here. And our viewer numbers tonight were low. Every YouTuber that I've ever talked to here in the past couple of days, every single one of them is having issues out of YouTube. So hopefully some things get fixed. The one thing I want to say, as saying that, make sure that your notifications are turned on. I've gotten 2 messages today and 1 yesterday, both on YouTube, where they told me that the notification bell used to be turned on, and after YouTube did whatever it did, that they now don't have the notification bell going off anymore, so they had no idea I was live streaming. So just double check that too if you didn't get one tonight and you just found the channel because, hey, I thought I was subbed to this guy. Why did not let me know? Double check and make sure that bell is checked, because if not, it's not going to let you know that I'm live streaming. So just double check that for me. And hopefully, guys, here, I'll make that announcement here the first couple, just because every single time it seems like YouTube does a little bit of a changeover. They do a little something in there that kind of messes everything up, and we kind of have to almost reset and almost kind of restart and rethink our thinking on that. So anyway, just check those things for me, guys. And I've told you what's coming up. Thank you for coming in here. We've got some new subs in here as well today. Big Daddy Gaming, Sam Fox, Northwest Gamer, Gaming for Life, Chris Cunningham, Seth Sickles, Jeremy Sanal, Stampy, AJ, and the Killer 9053 and Arctic Gaming, all here this past day. So thank you guys for your subscriptions. We'll be coming at you here probably tomorrow with another one. So 2575. Let's set the goal for 2600 tomorrow night. I think we can do it. So share it out with your friends. Let everybody know what's going on here with FTG. Guys, we will be here, B Square, tomorrow around 10:30 to 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll catch the whole thing, and hopefully we can take us a big old heavy haul all the way down to Cabo San Lucas and then back up to the States we go. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.